Hello. Hello. Oops. Yeah, I'm continuing studying anatomy and the art request. Same as yesterday. I was like, when I started studying anatomy, I thought, oh, I'll just study a little bit because I already knew a bit. But now I will continue studying the whole body and revising the things that I already learned. So I think today I'll try to study the torso anatomy from real references instead of these mannequins. And you? He is eating a veg that I put there inside his cage. Um, I just put him in the cage. He was out making chaos around the house, and now he's quite fine. Are you continuing your app today? I'm trying to find some references here that I know that I downloaded, but I'm not finding. Oh, okay. What time is it where you live? Hmm? It's here. It's 10 p.m. 10:20 p.m. Oh, oops, a.m. So I think I'll draw this man here today. I am Brazilian. That's why. No, it's just because I'm so shy I talk like this, but I was already an English teacher here in Brazil. And I would say that I spoke really well, but here in the live is quite different. I just talked one day during live with a Portuguese person, and he noticed the accent right away. What did you think of? Where did you think I was from? And then I talked some Portuguese with this Portuguese guy, and it was all fun. Oh no, 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 not this one, not this one. Okay. Oh, um, okay, like an Indian accent. Indians have like a very strong accent. But I do like hearing different accents. Oh, okay. Like for example, when Russian people also speak English, Indians. I find it funny. Where are you from, by the way? Poland. Wow, so cool. But do you live in another place right now? Oh, cool. I always dreamed of living in another country because I used to hate Brazil. But I think it's okay now because I don't live in the same state I was born. And the state I am right now is pretty good. Is Polish a difficult language? Oh my god. Like, does Polish have lots of how can I say shapes for the for the same word? For example, conjugations, lots of conjugations and different forms for the same word. I am studying Greek, and Greek is just like that. It's pretty difficult because, for example, if just an example, if your name was Eunice, for example, if you put this name in the beginning of the phrase, it would be Eunice, normal. But if you put in the end of the phrase, it would be union. So it really changes a lot. Is Polish like that too? Like changing the form of the words? Oh my god. Yeah, that sounds hard, huh? Okay, so depending on the context. I can understand a bit of that because Portuguese also has some of that. For example, there is a word here in Portuguese that means really angry. Like, I am really angry right now. There's a word for that. But the same word can mean something bad about women's character, let's say, if you know what I mean. If you say it in a way, that can mean you're really angry, or it can mean that specifically a woman has this type of character, bad character. Yes, yes. For example, also in Brazil, we have now I said women like a bad character, having a bad character as a woman. There's for men too, like the word chicken. The word chicken is the animal, but it can mean like a man who has this bad character also around women who like he's not serious. No, he's a chicken. But explaining in English, it doesn't make sense. When I was an English teacher, my students would complain about some things because in English you use like, for example, you conjugate the verb and the verb doesn't change. And for example, if conjugate in the present tense, it only changes once. Like I play, you play, and then he, she, it plays. And then I would always remember then that in Portuguese it's way worse because you have one conjugation for each person and for each time. Yes. Yes. Hey. Now he's playing with this swing. I'll put his seeds here to see if he wants to eat. You know, when my husband and I are talking, you know, when we are not talking, he's sometimes quiet, but when we start to talk, he wants to talk too. Yes, 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 he is. But the problem is that I already gave him too much attention today. He went on my head and shoulders, and he already beat me a lot. Okay, now he's going to eat the seeds. And when we wake up, like we usually wake up around 6 a.m. and he wakes up with my steps, our steps on the stairs. And he just asks to, oh, leave me. Let me go. I think this reference of this man is the best one I've got so far for anatomy. I already thought that this photo was like a model someone made, like just for reference, anatomical reference. And when looking a little bit more, I concluded that no, this is a real person. Hello, how are you doing? Yes, yes, it's too much detailed. But I was like, no, I've never seen a human like this. But then I was like, yeah, it's too detailed to be like a model. Like even the shoulders, like it's really just like how I learned in anatomy, but we usually don't see the muscles of the shoulder because like you have to be really muscular to be like this to really show. This is how the drawing is going. I'm already making the line art, but I'll go there after studying the anatomy here. Oh, this is the most boring part, I think. To draw them abs. You know, when I started drawing anatomy, I got the references from the YouTuber Mark Brunet. I don't know if you know him, but he really focused his drawings on anatomy. And then I was drawing a reference from it because it was kind of a nude, but I was like, oh, come on, it's just a drawing. And it wasn't like a nude. But yeah. And then Twitch just said, oh, you are showing some things here that you can't. You have to, but this is a live for 18 plus. And then that's what I did. My life is not actually 18 plus, but I'll leave it at that. At least I don't get bothered by Twitch anymore. But the funny thing is, when you go to the Twitch home, you can see like twerking, and if you pay, I'll do everything that you want, and etc. And those things are on the homepage, and when I click on them, it's not even like 18 plus. And when I go to my own videos, I have to read the message. Oh, this is an adult content. Do you agree with that? Okay, I agree. And those channels, the twerking ones, they don't even have that message. But I'm okay because then Twitch doesn't bother me anymore. I don't know what Twitch will see as a sexual content. So it's better to leave it at that. My God, it's horrible. Yes, yes. Uh, I don't stay too much time on, for example, the anatomy because I might forget tomorrow. So just leave the back of the reference for another day. And then I'll continue this. If I have time, I may go back to the anatomy. This part is the sketch is bad. Now I have to try to figure out what is happening here. Man. I do just a little bit per stream, so let's say in 5 streams maybe, because I don't do much. Yeah, so for example, today I'm planning on finishing the character's line art and start the background, but I'm sure I won't finish the background today. Another day I'll finish the background, then I'll start the painting. Then I think I'll take more 3 streams to finish the painting. I am using Wacom Cintiq 22. It's a pen tablet. Pen? Display tablet. I had a tablet that you put outside, but now I'm using the tablet that I draw on top of it. Yes, they are. Some things happen in my life. As a Brazilian here, the dollar is too much for us. But we had, how can I say this? Wait just a little bit. We had a business, me and my husband. We used it to sell esfirras, But the business didn't work out. We were too tired and we didn't have anyone to trust to go on with the business, no one. So we closed the business and we had a little bit of money. And so my husband bought a new car. We changed cars. And then I said that I wanted this tablet. And then he said, "Are you sure?" And then, yes, now that we have the money, I do. And then we bought it. And I really wanted like the Wacom one because that's the company that I know. I know there are others. No, the XP pen, if I'm not mistaken. But I've heard that Wacom has the best ones. I used to have a Intuos one, those smaller pen tablets, but I really didn't get used like drawing on the tablet and looking to the screen, the two separate things. There are people who prefer those, but on this one it's way easier to draw. Ah, yes, yes. You know, we have problems like with everything here. When me and my husband had the business that I'm talking about, we wanted to buy a specific machine that is only produced in China. And then the salesperson my husband was talking to, she said, "Oh, look, it's a problem because there you guys have a lot of taxes, and then the government just pokes their nose. For example, if we have like a machine here that does a similar job but is not quite what you want because you want something more specific, and you gotta buy from outside because here it doesn't have that machine that you want, you've gotta pay like almost 100% on taxes just because you are buying from another country. But then you ask, well, doesn't your country have the machine? No, not that specific one, but the same category, yes. We have like a not the same machine, but the same category of machines here. But then if you choose to buy from outside, then you've got to pay almost 100% on taxes. It's stupid. Ah, yes, you're right. I sometimes forget about that. I am not liking her face though. This one. This one. I'm not liking her face, but I don't know what's wrong. Maybe sometime on another day I can spot what's wrong, but I think it's the perspective. And the hands and feet, yeah. Yes, yes. I'll not I'll not fix them now. I'll fix on in another day. But yeah, you know what I think is I'll just mess around a little bit. That this should be bigger. And this should be more like this. Her expression is a little odd too, but I think it's a little better now. Yeah, I'll have to check that. But I'll not I'll not my god, I'm forgetting the words. I'll not mess with that line art now. Oh, yeah, I'll have to delete some of the line art later because of the background. This I think the most difficult thing about the line art, apart from doing its straight lines, is that you have to mix the pressures, like little pressure, more pressure, so it is dynamic. Yes, yes, exactly. I don't know how many thousands exactly this tablet has. But when I first used this, I was like, it's way better than the pen tablet. I think it's 8,000 levels and something. Yeah, I think mine is 8,000. I wanted the 24 one, but I got the 22 because it was at a good price and it was really, really fine. There was a YouTuber that said his favorite tablet was this one, the 22. I remember when I first saw Wacom, it was when I was 13 years old. It was 13 years ago. And I was like, oh my god, I need one. And then I just went to ask my one of my uncles to give to me. Just I was a kid and I was like, oh uncle, can you give this tablet to me? Oh, I really wanted to draw. And then he asked, how much is it? And then back then it was like 5,000, for example. The the price was 5,000, but it was in Amazon, and Amazon had it in dollars, so it was at least like 10,000 in the money here. I really, really want to draw anime style, but like a professional, of course. Wacom used to, I don't know if they do that anymore, but back then they used it to put artists to draw on their tablets. And I was like, oh, it's so beautiful. And until this day, I really love anime style. Yeah, yeah. I tried to study all those basic things, shapes and perspective. And then a few days ago, I watched a video about a guy talking about the anime style. And he said that he also had studied all the basic drawing stuff. but he realized that the anime style didn't quite follow. You could, study. It's good to study perspective and all of that, but he said he concluded that for you to be a good anime style artist, the art should be good. It's not about, oh, it should be real. No, it can be, but it doesn't have to. It just have to look good. That's why you are attracted to anime, because it looks good. So even if the perspective is not right, if the face looks good, it's all right. And I was like, all this time I wanted to get the Loomis head right. And maybe that's not about it. Again, it could be, but it doesn't have to be. I just started studying also figure drawing. When I'm not on during live, I study figure drawing. It just like it has been really beneficial to study poses, crazy poses, and for you to draw in under 30 seconds or 1 minute or 2 minutes. That's why I was able to draw these kind of poses. Also, I had to humble myself because when I was a kid and a teenager, I used it. When I was a teenager, I used it to make 3 drawings per day. Two, 3 drawings per day. When I was when I was around 13 years old. But I only copied from references. For example, I really loved Naruto, specifically Sasuke and his brother Itachi. So I used it to draw them all the time. And Sakura, but I only copied from references. And then I thought that my drawings were good. Yeah, I was good at copying, but then when I started wanting to do something of my own, my illustrations and my poses, then I couldn't do anything. And then one day I had to say, I don't know how to draw. Although I have pretty beautiful drawings, all of them are copies. But then when you humble yourself and you say to yourself that you don't know anything, then you can start to actually learn something. Oh, how can I explain that? Because when I created this, you know, I tend to be kind of perfectionist. And then I was like, today I will not be a perfectionist, and I don't have a profile pic yet. Maybe I'll put some drawing, but I didn't find it like a good drawing to put there of my own. And then, like, I was always a perfectionist, and I said to myself, today you are going to start streaming even without the profile pic. And then I just forgot to add one. And my YouTube page is also kind of mess. You know, I'm the kind of person that, I tend to be 8 or 80. There's these expressions here in Brazil. I don't know if these expressions exist in other parts of the world, but it's like, or you do it all or you do nothing. And then I said to myself, no, you are going to do this, even if it's not perfect. But then I just forgot about it. In my YouTube, I don't have a description yet, but I will eventually add one and add the profile pic. But I just wanted to be like a good drawing that I did. And I still judge that I haven't yet drew something worthy to be put in a profile pic. And actually, this account I created, I think, 3 years ago, and it was supposed to be a gaming account. I played a little bit of Ori and the Blind Forest, but then I had some problems. My microphone would stop in the middle, like it would work for 20 minutes and then it would just stop. And today it works just fine. And it's the same microphone that I used 3 years ago. And then I stopped streaming because the microphone was really. I stopped because of the microphone. And then after I bought this tablet, I was like, now I'm going to learn how to draw. And then knowing how I am like a procrastinator, I had the idea to start streaming. So I forced myself to draw. And that's it. That's the history of this channel. And then when I started streaming gaming, I was really shy. I'm still shy today, but not so much because after I started streaming and ended and stopped, I started working at a English school. And then I couldn't be shy there because the the teaching program was kind of stupid, I have to confess, because the students would go once a week to the school and they would have a 2-hour class. And I say it's stupid because everywhere I went, you had to go twice a week and spend 1 hour in the school. And there it was once a week, 2 hours in the school. And your brain just doesn't work like that. It's better for you to study a little bit, but every day, than like only one day a week and have this massive class. But because it was 2 hours per class, I had some really good students that they would learn really fast. and 2 hours 2 hours was too much. And then I had to talk to them about a lot of things. And then I lost some of my shyness there. It's almost noon now. I am really hungry. I'll finish the stream in a bit. But I want to continue when I'm focused. These seaweeds are really confusing. I have to delete some. Yes, yes. Yes, I usually do a rough sketch and I only do one layer of sketch and then I do the line art. Some people do a rough sketch and then they do a better sketch and then they do the line art. I prefer to make a rough sketch and then clean the sketch, the rough sketch, and then make the line art. I'm just cleaning a little bit so it's not so confusing. Something that I hate to do is erase now this part of the line art that I didn't pay attention. It would have to not be here. But I understand that it has to be erased, but you feel like, oh, it's so beautiful. I can't. I don't want to erase it. But now it's better. Oh, now I got tired. I'll end the stream here. And then I'll be back on Tuesday again. Thank you and see ya.